Good morning, students. Welcome back to the SST class. How are you, student? Hope you all are fine at your homes. Dear students, as you know, already we have started learning lesson number 5, water on the earth. Is it, dear student? In the previous class, we have learned many things about the water. Why water is needed, where it is available, is it? And how the water is available in different forms. These are all things we have learned in the previous class. Dear students, water is very much important thing to survive the life. Is it, dear student? We are living on the planet Earth. This planet is blessed with some of the natural resources like water, air and land. And these are all the things, land, water and air, these things help us to survive the life. Is it? Or these things support the life on the earth. Is it, dear student? And our earth, the planet Earth, is also called as blue planet. Why it is called as blue planet? Because our earth, most part or major part of the planet Earth is surrounded by water. Understand? Most part or major part of the earth surface is surrounded by water. Because of this, our earth is called blue planet. Dear student, major part or most part we are telling. Then how much percent of the earth is surrounded by water? Yes, dear student, 75%, nearly 75% or 3/4 or 3/4 part of the earth's surface is surrounded by water. Understand? Major part or most part, whatever we are telling, that is nearly 3/4 part or 3/4 of the earth is surrounded by water. Is it, dear student? So, because of this, our earth is called as blue planet. Dear student, now just know what we have learned. Major part of the earth's surface is surrounded by water. Then, all the water is available in same form, that we have to discuss now. Dear students, on the earth, the water, it is available in 3 states or in the 3 forms. It is available in the 3 natural forms. Understand? The water on the earth, it is available in the 3 natural forms. So, which are those? They are solid, liquid and gas. Water is available on the earth in the 3 natural forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. Now we will discuss about the solid, liquid and gas. How the water is available in solid form or how it is available in the gaseous form. Yes, dear student, in very cold places. Very cold places means our country is having highest mountain ranges in the world. Is it? And these mountain ranges are always, means whole year they covered with the snow. Whatever the mountain regions are there, they are the mountain peaks, they are covered with snow or ice. These are the very cold places, and here the water, means whatever the cold places I am telling, these are covered with snow or ice, and this is the solid form of water. The mountain regions or mountain peaks are covered with snow or ice, and this ice or snow is a solid form of water. Understand? Next one, dear student, water is available in gaseous state. Dear student, our earth is surrounded by a layer of air called atmosphere. Is it? And in the air, water is present in the form of gas or water vapor. Understand? Water is present in the air in the form of gas or water vapor. This is the gaseous state of water. Now dear student, remaining part is liquid. Liquid, whatever the water we drink, is it? We use water for many purposes. We are using water for drinking, cooking, washing clothes or utensils, and apart from this, we use water for agriculture, we use water for constructing the buildings, we use water in the industrial areas. Yes, this water is available in liquid form. I hope dear student, you are all understanding more about the solid form of water, liquid form of water and gaseous form of water. Yes dear student. So dear student, in this way, the water in the nature, it is available in three forms, three natural forms, that is solid, liquid and gaseous. Dear student, already we have learned about the sources of water. Dear student, on the earth surface where the water is available naturally, this is the source of water. Okay, what is the source of water? Water available on the earth, the place where the water is available, this place is called the source of water. So rainwater is most important natural source of water. Rainwater is most important natural source of water. And the rainwater fills the areas on the ground like ponds, lakes, rivers, streams, wells, seas and oceans. Whenever the rain is falling, whenever it is raining, it fills the areas on the land. It fills the areas on the ground like pond, stream, well, sea, ocean, it will fill. And some of it goes or it shrinks under the ground. Is it? Whenever it's raining, some part of the water, it shrinks or it goes under the ground. And later, the people take out this water with the help of pumps, hand pumps, tube wells. In this way, the people take out the groundwater. Is it, dear student? So, these are the sources of water. After that, dear student, in the previous class, we have learned about the water cycle. What is water cycle? Yes, dear student, in the previous class, I have tried to clarify you better. Is it, dear student? I have drawn the picture and I have shown how the water cycle is going continuously in the nature. Dear student, the sun heats the water present in the rivers, means whatever the areas of the ground, means like seas, oceans, well, stream, river, this all water getting heat by the sun heat, and dear student, slowly rising up, the water vapor started rising up and forms the clouds. Is it? The sun heats the water present on the ground areas and the hot water takes the form of water vapor. This hot water takes the form of water vapor and this water vapor goes up in the sky and forms the clouds. This hot water goes up to the sky and forms the clouds, and when these clouds cool down, when these clouds or the cool air touches to the clouds and these all clouds will become cool down, they start falling down in the form of raindrops. These whatever the clouds, they start melting when the cool air touches and they start falling down in the form of raindrops, and again this water return to the water bodies on the ground. And this continuous process, the sun heats the water is rising up in the form of water vapor, again it forms the clouds, again the cool air touches, again the clouds will melt and they start falling down in the form of raindrops, again it is going up due to the heat. Yes, this continuous process is called water cycle. These are all things we have learned in the previous class. With this, dear student, today in the class we are learning about saving water. Yes, why it is necessary to save the water, or why we have to save the water, that we will learn in this lesson. Dear student, I have already told you our earth, wherever we are living, this earth is having, major part of the earth is having water. Is it? But dear student, is it possible to use all the water? No. Means our earth is surrounded by lot of water on the earth. But only some small portion of it, can be used. Means wherever we are living on the earth, it is having major part of the earth, 3/4 or 75% of the earth is surrounded by water. But dear student, all the 75% or 3/4 of the water is not possible to using. It is not possible for using. Dear student, only few portion of the water we can use. How I will tell you? Dear students, some portion of the water is available in solid form. Yes, some part of the earth is having water and it is available in the solid state, means like mountain areas, very cold places, it is available in the frozen on the mountain peaks. It is available in frozen, means ice or snow, means some portion of the earth, some portion of the water is available in solid form. How it is solid form? In the mountain areas and all, the water is available in snow or ice. So this is the solid form. So this solid form water we cannot use for our survival. Secondly, the water, most part of the earth, most part of the water is available in the oceans. Is it? Most part of the earth water is in the ocean. So ocean water is salty. Ocean water is salty. So we cannot use this water also. Solid water we cannot use. Salty water we cannot use. So dear student, remaining part, the sweet water. And this is available in very less portion. So because of this, in the nature, the sweet water is available in very less form, very few form. So because of this, it is our duty or it is important to save water and use it wisely. Yes, dear student, hope you are understanding, you are getting my point. Why to save the water? Why it is important to save the water? Why it is important to conserve the water? Or why we have to use water very carefully? Yes, dear student, in the nature, the water is available most part, but it is available in different forms, like solid form or salty water. So this water we cannot use. Because of this, only few part of the earth is available in sweet water. So this is very important to save water, conserve water or use the water carefully. Yes, dear student, hope you all are understanding about this. Till here today I will stop. In the next class I will continue this lesson with storing rainwater. Till then, take care, read the lesson once again, understand it very clearly. If you are having any doubts, you can call me and discuss with me. Okay, dear students, bye-bye.